The messiest and most dramatic celebrity divorces, from Christina Haack's social media sniping to Kelly Clarkson's astronomical payout. From name-calling to monumental money battles to custody concerns, here are some of the most contentious celebrity divorces. Divorce is a hard thing for any couple to go through, and the process can be that much more grueling when there are millions of dollars and high-profile reputations at stake. From name-calling and monumental payouts to drawn-out custody battles and full-out refusal to meet a baby on the way, here are 14 of the most dramatic celebrity divorces of all time, including Christina Haack and Josh Hall, Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner, Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock, and many more. Christina Haack and Josh Hall. Christina Haack's divorce from her husband of 2 years, Josh Hall, has been acrimonious from the get-go and doesn't seem to be improving. Hall filed for divorce from the flip or flop star in July 2024, and they've sniped at each other several times on social media since then. Haack has called her ex-husband an insecure man with a big ego and also revealed that her kids, Taylor, 14, and Braden, 9, whom she shares with ex-Tariq El Moussa, urged her to leave Hall after a fight at one point. For his part, Hall previously called out HGTV for manufacturing drama after they showed a clip from their show, The Flip-Off, in which he was seemingly reprimanding Haack. On January 1st, he also made an Instagram post that appeared to reference his divorce, stating that while tough situations can change you, they can also help you become a better version of yourself. Their latest squabble is once again taking place via social media. After Haack told Radio Andy's Jeff Lewis Live that they may be going to trial because Hall doesn't want to do mediation, a spokesperson for Hall issued a statement to Life and Style saying it was sad Christina must resort to low blows about her ex Josh to promote her new show. She should focus on her new boyfriend and stop talking about Josh. As the great Mariah Carey once sang, "Why you so obsessed with me? We wish Christina the best." Haack then shared part of the statement to her Instagram stories, writing, "I just threw up in my mouth." Quoting a Mariah Carey song is a new low. Even for you. Trust me IDGF about Josh's life. I do, however, care about his BTS tactics. Narcissism at its finest. Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner. News that Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce from Yellowstone actor Kevin Costner first broke on May 2nd, 2023. Though their date of separation was listed as April 11th in documents obtained by People. The split was difficult and negotiations were drawn out. Both parties lobbed accusations against one another, with Costner claiming his ex wouldn't move out of their house, per the terms agreed to in their prenup. Baumgartner's lawyer responded, saying the Horizon director had no legal basis to kick her off the property. She was ordered to move. The former couple, who share 3 kids, Caden Wyatt, Hayes Logan, and Grace Avery, were also arguing over child support. Baumgartner requested $248,000 per month, while Costner claimed $51,940 as sufficient, calling his ex-wife's figure highly inflated and unsubstantiated and designed to primarily benefit the supported parent. A judge awarded her $129,000 per month. And wasn't just astronomical payouts they argued over. The two also publicly hashed it out over bowls, TVs, and pots and pans. They settled their divorce in February 2024. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's love story ended in lawsuits. The Aquaman actress filed for divorce from Depp in 2016 after only 15 months of marriage, and she was awarded $7 million in the settlement. The split became contentious when both parties accused the other of domestic abuse. Depp filed suit against the UK's The Sun newspaper in 2020 after the publication labelled him a wife-beater. Depp lost the suit and the appeal, and Heard responded on Instagram. In 2022, they were in court again, this time for a defamation trial Depp brought against Heard over a 2018 op-ed she penned for The Washington Post. In it, she detailed discrimination she said she faced in the wake of her domestic abuse allegations against Depp, without naming him, to ensure that women who come forward to talk about violence receive more support. Proceedings for the case began on April 11, 2022, in a highly publicized trial that saw both actors making bombshell allegations of physical, emotional, and mental abuse against each other. On June 1st, a 7-person jury reached a verdict, deciding that Depp proved ex-wife Heard defamed him. The jury awarded Depp with $15 million in damages, but Heard would only have to pay $10.35 million due to Virginia law cap on punitive damages. The judge reduced the amount. In her countersuit, Heard won one of the 3 defamation counts, and she was awarded $2 million in damages. Both parties appealed, but in December, Heard announced she'd settled with her ex. He donated the $1 million he received from her to charity. Nikki Garcia and Artem Chigvintsev. It seemed as though Nikki Garcia and Artem Chigvintsev were living happily ever after. The former wrestler married the former Dancing with the Stars pro in August 2022 after having welcomed son Mateo Artemovic Chigvintsev in July 2020. On August 29, 2024, however, Chigvintsev was arrested on accusations of corporal injury to a spouse in Napa, California. He was booked in the Napa County Jail and given a $25,000 bail before being released in less than an hour, according to documents obtained by People. The charges were dropped that September. 2 weeks after the incident, Garcia filed for divorce in Napa Valley on September 11th, and Garcia's rep confirmed the divorce news to People, saying, "Nikki Garcia has filed for divorce. She continues to ask for privacy for her and her family at this time." Chigvintsev and Bella were granted restraining orders in October, both making claims of physical harm against the other. Their divorce was settled in a private mediation on November 21, 2024, as a rep for Garcia revealed. Both parties decided to drop the domestic violence restraining orders against each other in an effort to move on with their lives and effectively co-parent their son. Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen. Another volatile celebrity divorce came in 2006 courtesy of Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards. The two tied the knot in 2002 and welcomed their first daughter, Sammy, in 2004. While 6 months pregnant with their second child in 2005, Richards filed for divorce from the 2.5 Men actor. In 2007, a judge declared the two were legally able to marry other people, though the divorce was not officially sealed, as they still had to sort out asset distribution and child custody. During their custody battle, Richards launched accusations against her ex-husband, asking the court to protect their children from Sheen and remove his overnight privileges. In court documents, she alleged that Charlie was abusive, slept with prostitutes during their marriage, and tried to prevent his daughters from receiving common vaccinations. Sheen denied the claims and retaliated, calling Richards a sad, jobless pig. In May 2006, the two came to a custody agreement that permitted Sheen's supervised visitation, though required him to stay 300 feet from Richards at all other times. Madonna and Guy Ritchie. Madonna and Guy Ritchie's 2008 divorce was one of the biggest stories of the early aughts. The two had been married for 7 years when they filed for a divorce, which saw the like of Virgin singer pay her ex between $76 million to $92 million in the settlement. Their split also resulted in a custody battle for the couple's son, Rocco, who was 15 years old at the time. At one point, Madonna reportedly filed legal proceedings in London under the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction, alleging Rocco had been illegally retained in the UK after visiting his dad. The transatlantic back and forth finally came to a close in 2016. The New York Supreme Court ruled that Rocco was to remain with his dad in London. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Bierman were such a tight-knit couple, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star often got flack for bringing him everywhere while on the show. Their romance came to an end when TMZ reported the couple had split in May 2023, after 12 years of marriage. In the filing obtained by TMZ, Housewives star described her marriage as irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation. Zolciak was also seeking primary physical custody of their children and joint legal custody, as well as spousal support and the restoration of her maiden name. In July of that year, it seemed the couple was trying to make things work, as a source confirmed to People that they were calling off their divorce. By August, the divorce was back on and Bierman refiled for divorce for the second time. Since then, the reality TV stars have faced issues with the sale of their Georgia home and have had some domestic disputes. Their divorce is ongoing. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie went public with their relationship in 2005 and were wed in 2014 in a private ceremony that involved their 6 children. Their happily ever after was short-lived, however, as Jolie filed for divorce from the Troy actor in 2016, shortly after their second wedding anniversary. In 2019, a judge declared the pair legally single as they continued to work out the terms of their divorce behind the scenes. Amid their ongoing custody dispute, acrimony spilled into public view as Pitt lost previously awarded time with their children due to a conflict of interest on the ruling judge's part, and he later sued his ex after she sold her stake in their shared wine business without telling him. And in 2022, under the anonymous Jane Doe, Jolie requested FBI documents, later obtained by People, shedding light on the plane trip that led to their split. According to the FBI report, Jolie said Pitt allegedly grabbed and shook her during a private flight from France to Los Angeles, pushed her into a wall, and punched the plane ceiling. When she said it seemed like he was going to attack one of their children for calling him a prick during the dispute, Jolie recounted wrapping her arms around Pitt's neck in a chokehold style. The Los Angeles Department of Child and Family Services concluded its investigation into the incident in November 2016 with no findings of abuse. The FBI also closed its investigation that month with no charges. Pitt has denied allegations of physical abuse and told GQ in 2017 he had stopped drinking. The former couple also continued to duke it out over legal issues pertaining to the $164 million French estate and winery that they shared, Chateau Miraval. After 8 years of battling each other, Jolie and Pitt finalized their divorce in December 2024. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were America's golden couple, so when they split, the nation collectively gasped. Add Pitt's alleged affair with Angelina Jolie to the mix, and the entire ordeal became international news. Pitt and Aniston were married for 7 years before the Friends actress filed for divorce in 2005. Not long after, Pitt was seen playing with Jolie and her eldest son Maddox on the beach, and accompanied Jolie to Ethiopia to adopt her daughter Zahara. He would legally adopt Zahara and Jolie's eldest son, Maddox, shortly after that. Stores sold Team Aniston and Team Jolie shirts, and Jolie and Pitt posed for a W magazine spread that portrayed them as a married couple. "There's a sensitivity chip that's missing," Aniston said of the photos. "It's sad. Something coming to an end. It cracks you open. In a way, cracks you open to feeling," Aniston told Vanity Fair of the demise of her marriage. "When you try to avoid the pain, it creates greater pain. I'm a human being, having a human experience in front of the world. I wish it weren't in front of the world. I try really hard to rise above it." Sandra Bullock and Jesse James. Sandra Bullock filed for divorce from her husband Jesse James in 2010 after 4 women came forward and claimed they had affairs with him throughout the course of his marriage. While the divorce itself wasn't drawn out, the circumstances surrounding it made it that much more high-profile. Bullock had just won her first Oscar for The Blind Side, and the couple were in the midst of adopting then 3-month-old Louis Bardo. Bullock continued to grow her family via adoption, adding daughter Layla to her family in 2015, but she admitted the early few months of parenthood weren't easy. "I mean, so much had happened. How do you process grief and not hurt your child in the process? It's a newborn. They take on everything that you're feeling," she told CBS. "My obligation was to him and not tainting the first year of his life with my grief." Tiger Woods and Ellen Nordegren. Tiger Woods and Ellen Nordegren lived a relatively quiet life until news broke that the pro golfer had several extramarital affairs throughout the course of their marriage. At the height of the scandal, reports came out alleging that the mom of 2 had smashed Woods' window with a golf club following a car crash in front of their home. Nordegren vehemently denied those rumors, telling People, "This was one of the things I had the hardest time with people thinking. There was never any violence inside or outside our home. The speculation that I would have used a golf club to hit him is just truly ridiculous." Following the scandal, Woods copped to his mistakes, writing on his website, "I've let my family down, and I regret those transgressions with all of my heart. I have not been true to my values and the behavior my family deserves. I am not without faults, and I am far short of perfect. Basinger and Baldwin's divorce drama lasted for 4 years, mostly due to a custody battle over their daughter, Ireland. The two were married in 1993 and split in 2002 when Ireland was only 7 years old. Their split was full of name-calling. Some of the insults thrown out included Black Widow and Tin Pot Tyrant. Baldwin's voicemail recording lambasting Ireland for not calling him back went viral and caused permanent damage to his relationship with his daughter. Though they had a rough divorce, the two have since made amends, as Basinger told Net-a-Porter's The Edit that she and her ex are cool now in a 2016 interview. Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock. Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock married in 2013 and welcomed 2 children, River Rose and Remington Alexander, in 2014 and 2016, respectively. It seemed the couple was living in marital bliss until the Since You've Been Gone singer filed for divorce in 2020. A legal battle between the former couple erupted amid their divorce proceedings in September 2020, when starstruck Blackstock's management firm sued Clarkson, claiming she owed over $1.4 million in unpaid commissions. The singer then responded by filing documents alleging Blackstock, Starstruck, and his associates of violating the Talent Agencies Act, which states that a manager, like any person without a talent agency license, cannot procure or attempt to procure employment for artists. Blackstock served as Clarkson's manager from 2017 to 2020. In November 2023, Blackstock was ordered to pay Clarkson $2,641,374 for unlawfully procuring deals as her manager that should have been handled by a talent agent. Clarkson filed another lawsuit against her ex and the management company, claiming she should get paid more than the amount allotted. Blackstock's team responded that her appeal was outside of the allotted window of time and her suit should be dismissed. Outside of their management lawsuits, the two also fought bitterly in court over their Montana ranch. Blackstock argued it was marital property and would not move out. In the end, Clarkson paid him a portion of the value to exit, and their prenup, Blackstock argued that he should be entitled to any of Clarkson's earnings during their marriage. In the end, she was ordered to pay him a $1.3 million sum, plus $45,601 in child support and $115,000 in spousal support until January 2024. The former couple settled their lawsuits in May 2024. Details were confidential and undisclosed. Sherri Shepherd and ex-husband Lamar Sally were married for 3 years and were determined to start a family, so the couple enlisted the help of a surrogate. They conceived a baby through the surrogate's egg and Sally's sperm. Things took a turn, however, when in May 2014, Sally filed for legal separation from the comedian and requested he get full legal and physical custody of the baby. Additionally, Sally also asked that Shepherd only get reasonable visitation rights and for an order preventing her from interfering with the baby being given to him after he's born. Shepherd, who had no biological connection to the child, was ruled as the legal mother to the boy and ordered to pay child support. After some back and forth, the former View co-host was ordered to pay $4,100 per month in child support for Lamar Jr. until he turned 13, at which point her payments would increase to $4,600. In December 2015, Sally filed for a modification of child support due to Shepherd's increased earnings, according to court documents, but a rep confirmed to People that the judge denied Sally's request.